I'm Tyrann Mathieu, and these are my essentials. My first essential is Old Spice deodorant. It's probably one of the first things I put on in the morning after I take a shower, after practice, before practice. Probably one of my favorite deodorants, but it's not my go-to to where I won't wear this if I'm going out. This is just kind of like my everyday deodorant. But I never do the gel. I always get the powder deodorant. It's probably one of my favorite colognes called Creed. I put this on, if I'm having an interview, if I'm going out, if I'm getting fresh for a football game. This is kind of my go-to. It's just a nice old school smell. It's called Green Irish Tweed. It gives you that old presidential, like, who is this guy? What does he do for a living kind of smell. So it smells pretty good. I think it's extremely important how you smell, obviously before you open your mouth. I think people are willing to embrace guys and girls that smell really good. I probably wouldn't wear the Old Spice with the Creed, if that makes sense. I'd probably wear my Chanel deodorant if I'm wearing the Creed cologne. All right, this is my baby right here. Blue Day Chanel deodorant. The only time I switch my deodorant is if I'm doing something fancy. If I'm going to ESPYs or if I have anything to go to, NFL award show, one of those big time interviews. I wouldn't say that it necessarily has a smell to it. I think it's more about the feel that I'm wearing Chanel. I think a lot of, how you act, your personality has to do with how you feel. I just try to feel good at all times. Jack Black, kind of like my everyday deal, especially what I do for a living. Playing football, as much sweating as I do. I try to wake up in the morning, wash my face with these items. After practice, I try to wash my face again, and then before I go to bed as well. First, I start with the scrub. I scrub my face with that, and then from there, I wash my beard, which I finally started to grow a beard now, so I use that for my beard wash, and this is the cleaner. After that, I put on my moisturizer, so keep my face nice and fresh and a little bit oily. My fiance actually put me onto this, and it's kind of become a ritual for me. Actually, a few of my teammates have stole a few of these from me, so it must be pretty good. Next up is my Tom Ford all body spray. One of those body sprays that you can just put it on. People automatically know. I do a lot of running around. I do a lot of different things. I gotta smell good. I could throw on something that's not only high end, but it smells pretty good. People have a nice nose for it. I always look forward to reaching down in my bag and grabbing a bottle of this Tom Ford. And it smells so much better than Axe. This right here is my Maison Francis cologne. And this is just another change up for me. Just special events, special occasions. I don't necessarily have to wear Tom Ford or Chanel, but for me, it's more gentle, I would say. I wouldn't use the word feminine. I always thought I was a boy's boy. I didn't have to, necessarily take care of my outer appearance, but I've had a lot of guys come into my life kind of showed me, how to do real manly things. And it's a pretty bottle. It looks like vodka, I have a lot of tattoos. This is from the same company that makes my face wash, and it's basically a tattoo kit. A lot of guys put lotion on their tattoos. I kind of like to do oil. It even has sun guard to kind of help protect you from the sun. I'm always outdoors. We're always practicing outside. I try to use the oil probably the first 5 days or so right after I got my tattoo. I'll probably use it just one time a day. And I think the oil lasts a little bit longer. I feel like you gotta put lotion on, every time you think about your new tattoo, you gotta put some lotion on, so it keeps the tattoo nice and fresh, and it soaks in your skin. KIEHL'S CHAPSTIck. I'm real big on appearance and how I look, especially living down south. The humidity is high. Your lips could get pretty dry, pretty chapped, pretty quick. So I like to keep, one of these on, a tube of these on me. It helps my lips feel fresh. Like I said, keeps a lot of oil in it. Not so much shine as it is moisture, and that's what I really like about it. KIEHL'S body scrub. When you're using it, it feels like you're scrubbing off dirt. It feels like you're scrubbing off dry skin. Not only do I love it, but my teammates love it. So I usually put one in my locker and then I'll hide another one under my locker. A lot of my teammates have stolen these out of my locker. I decided to start using this because of Patrick Peterson, one of my old teammates. He always kept things like this in his locker, and I always use, you know, the soap that was in the facility, which is a bad idea. He made it seem like it gave him extra energy, as almost as if it was like a fatigue scrubber, and oh, you feel so much better after you use it. And I don't know if I feel so much better, but I do feel so much fresher. So yeah. Body moisturizer, another KIEHL'S product. If you don't want to use traditional lotion, if you want to take it up a notch, it's like an all over body. So you could put it on your face, put it on your hands, your feet, literally whatever you want to put it on, you can put it on there. And it doesn't necessarily have a scent to it. It keeps you moisturized and keeps you feeling fresh. It's Handsome Hands. It's just like a hand kit. Pat P put me on this as well. You know, I would see him in the locker, you know, just doing his toes and clipping fingernails and cleaning his nails. I never thought that was a part of football. You know, you got to take care of your body. So playing football, not only do your feet get traumatized, but a lot of times your hands as well. If I'm getting out of practice and I got to go run to an interview where I'm going to shake people's hand, just throwing the hand cream. I got a few toenail clippers, scissors, and then I also got the nail cleaner. So I always whip this out of my bag if coach is talking too much, and I just kind of sit back and kind of literally do my nails. This is my fancy beard oil. This is top notch right here. It gets that beard looking, you know, feeling glowy. I don't oil my beard every day. I would only oil my beard, you know, if I was doing something. You know, I'm traveling on the road, and I know cameras are going to be out pre-game. Walking into the stadium when I know a lot of people are going to be looking at me. Doesn't necessarily have a smell to it, but if you're standing across the room, you could tell that I have some kind of beard oil on. Just know that it's time for it. I like to take care of myself. You know, I think that's very important. How I smell, how I feel. I think if you could focus on the day-to-day task of, you know, taking care of yourself, putting yourself in the right kind of vibe, the right kind of feeling, I think it can have tremendous impact as far as you having a great day, you having a great week, you having a great life. I'm Tyrann Mathieu. Thanks for watching, and these are my essentials.